That's for his supporters, so they can see the inconsistency as it comes. He won't care. So if you were trying to reconcile or analyze his words, don't. It's 100% not worth your time. Only pay attention to and address his actions. Number 3, you can influence him by making him feel good. There are already people like Bannon who appear ready to use him for their own ends. The GOP is excited to try. Watch them, not him. President Obama, in his wisdom, may be treating him well in hopes of influencing him and averting the worst. If he gets enough accolades for better behavior, he might continue to try it, but don't count on it. 4. Entitlement is a key aspect of the disorder. As we're already seeing, he will likely not observe traditional boundaries of the office. He's already stated that rules don't apply to him. This particular attribute has huge implications for the presidency and will be important for everyone who can hold him to the same standards as previous presidents. 5. We should expect that he only cares about himself and those he views as extensions of himself, like his children. People with this disorder often can't understand others as fully human or distinct. It desires accumulation of wealth and power because it fills a hole. Melania is probably an acquired item, not an extension. He'll have no qualms at all about stealing everything he can from the country, and he'll be happy to help others do so if they make him feel good. He won't view it as stealing, but rather something he's entitled to. The only thing he'll intentionally accomplish. 6, it's very, very confusing for non-disordered people to experience a disordered person with NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. While often intelligent, charismatic, and charming, they do not reliably observe social conventions or demonstrate basic human empathy. It's very common for non-disordered people to lower their own expectations and try to normalize the behavior. Do not do this, and do not allow the others, especially the media, to do this. If you start to feel foggy or unclear about this, step away until you recalibrate. 7, people with NPD often recruit helpers, referred to in the literature as enablers, when they allow or cover for bad behavior, and flying monkeys when they perpetuate bad behavior on behalf of the narcissist.
Wow.
Although it's easiest to prey on malicious people, good and vulnerable people can be unwittingly recruited. It'll be important to support good people around him if and when they attempt to stay clear or break away. 8, people with NPD often foster competition for sport in people they control. Expect lots of chaos, firings, and recriminations. He'll probably behave worse towards those closest to him. But that doesn't mean, obviously, that his actions won't have consequences for the rest of us. He will punish enemies. He may start out, as he has with the New York Times, with a confusing combination of punishing and rewarding, which is a classic abuse tactic for control. If you see in media cooperating or facilitating this behavior for rewards, call them out. Call them on it. 9, gaslighting. When someone tries to convince you that the reality you've experienced isn't true. Gaslighting is real and torturous. He will gaslight. His followers will gaslight. Many of our politicians and media figures already gaslight, so it'll be hard to distinguish his amplified version of what's already been normalized. Learn the signs and find ways to stay focused on what you know to be true. Note, it's typically not helpful to argue with people who are attempting to gaslight. You will only confuse yourself. Just walk away. 10, whenever possible, do not focus on the narcissist or give him attention. Unfortunately, we can't and shouldn't ignore the president, but don't circulate his tweets or laugh at him. You're enabling him and getting his word out. Parentheses, I've done this, of course. We all have. Just try to be aware. Pay attention to your own emotions. Do you sort of enjoy his clowning? Do you enjoy the outrage? Is this kind of fun and dramatic in a sick way? You are adding to his energy. Focus on what you can change and how you can resist where you are. We're all called to be leaders now in the absence of leadership.
In other words, ignore him.
Yeah.
Hey, your soup. your soup? Did you have the minestrone from last night?
No, it's the soup from the Thai place.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to grab the oldest thing first.
The minestrone was freaking awesome last night.
Mm-hmm.
God, that was awesome. Anyway. So yeah, basically ignore him and let him burn himself out.
Mm-hmm.
As long as people give him attention, he has a forum.
Right.
Good, bad, or indifferent. The worst you can do is praise him or argue with him.
Or give him any kind of attention.
It's both is considered attention.
Right.
He's fine with it. Which is exactly what he's been getting all election long.
Right.
A third of the people love him to death. 2/3 of the people hate him to death. Oh, that's neat. What's that?
Seattle.
Yes, hello. This message is for James Orange. My name is Dean Young. I go to Temple Bethel. I do music for the preschoolers in the morning. Something about an open position on the Temple board, and everyone keeps telling me it's the fundraiser position, which I guess I could do as long as the person who did it previous is willing to do a great deal of mentoring, because I would be coming to it essentially blind. But anyway, I can help out. The phone number here is 951-318-1200, and I'll keep a lookout for this phone number. In fact, I'll go ahead and add your name to this phone number, so when it comes up on the screen, it actually has your name rather than saying just the phone number. All right, great. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye. You're taking the kids in at 3 o'clock-ish.
The appointment's at 4. I'm just going to go over there straight from school.
And now we need to go here.
Please hang up and dial 911. Please listen closely to the menu options, as some options have recently changed. Para escuchar este mensaje en español, marque 9. Please press 1 for all call needs and we'll be happy to further assist you. Thank you.
I have one person watching now. Oh hell. Wow. Yes, hello Jessica. How are you today? I'm doing okay. I have questions for you. Lots of. Uh, I just recently got a whole ton of referral letters posted to my account from various doctors I've seen, and now I'm kind of confused. Do I just kind of sort of sit here and it'll magically happen, or do I need to make appointments with somebody, or is somebody going to call me? Or confused as to what the rest of the process is for the referral letters I have. 9369. I'm sorry. Dean Young.